What's up, guys? Silver Warrior here. Just gonna be making a quick video, one that I promised yesterday, and that of course being how to get into silver investing on Instagram and just the whole silver Instagram community. And the reason I'm making this video is because yesterday I was talking about if you're gonna be getting into silver investing, that's definitely a great place to go, great place to get a start. And of course I realized, well, it's not really fair to just be like, yeah, go to this place, because not everybody knows about the silver Instagram community. And if you do, then at least you don't necessarily know how to get into it. I've had a lot of people ask me how you buy on Instagram, how do you sell on there, how does that all work? And I'm going to explain everything in this video. I'm going to try to be very concise about it. You see, first off, to get into the silver Instagram community, obviously, what you're going to have to do is make an account. I mean, that's pretty simple, but a lot of people don't really even think about that. It's a simple thing, obviously, like I was saying, but you do have to make an actual Instagram account. You can't just go on Instagram. It's not like, you could just go on there and like start buying things just from going on the app or website. You have to actually make an account on there. And that being said, not only do you have to make the account, but you should put some thought into it. My account is just based on my YouTube channel, but if you don't have a channel and a presence in this community already, then you're gonna have to make one for yourself. You're gonna have to make an account with a creative name that shows you actually put some time into it, and didn't get annoyed after the first 3 names you tried were taken already. Because I know that can get old, but you can't be like, have the same exact name as someone else in the community except with some letters at the end, because that's just ridiculous, and it's really not fair to other people, because then everyone's will start to get confused, and at the end of the day it just causes problems, more problems than it's worth. And furthermore, try to make the account active. If you're going to be having an account on there, try to do active things in the community. I got myself in the community pretty well by doing a lot of live videos on Instagram. I couldn't, yeah, for some reason I was thinking, couldn't say flash auctions, but that's not what they were. They were like live video where I'd auction off silver, and a lot of times I wasn't necessarily taking a loss, but I wasn't making huge profits on there at all. But I was doing it because I was like, well, I want to get my account known in this community, and it worked. I mean, I've gotten a decent amount of followers thus far, and it's only growing from there. So that being said, it's something you want to do. Maybe not sell necessarily, but at least buy in the community, or at least do something on the community, post a lot, and try to start following people in the community so they know who you are. And furthermore, that kind of helps to build your reputation, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about. Before you start selling, you want to be an honest buyer. That's the thing, is before you can be, people will think you're an honest seller. It's a lot easier for people to think that you're an honest buyer, okay? And what I mean is that simply a lot more people are willing to sell you something than they are willing to buy from you, because as long as you have a PayPal, which that's essential, that is the quintessential thing running Instagram, is PayPal, and as long as you have one, then people can trust, even if you don't pay for the item, they're not out of anything besides of a sale. That's it. If they send you something and you didn't pay, then that's on them for trusting you way too much. So most people realize, well, I'm not going to send out an item until I receive payment. However, things are flipped around and they're paying you, that's instant. And while it's a lot more convenient, that's where the trust factor comes in, and a lot of people have been scamming on the community lately, which I'll get into in a little bit. But I'll tell you about a few scammers to watch out for as well that I've encountered personally and that the community knows about. Anyway, though, point being, you want to be a good buyer before you're a good seller, because otherwise, if you've never bought anything, then people are going to be like, well, what's this dude have as a reputation? And then once you do start to sell things, then make sure that you have like these people as references. Make sure that they're people that you can count on. If someone else is worried, be like, oh, well, this such and such person who's pretty notable in the community, I've sold to before, or they know me in some way, that would, some type of affiliation or just some type of reference you have that'll help you secure the sale. So to make sure people trust you. And that's the thing, you have to really make sure, because everyone is so on edge lately just because of the fact that there's been a lot of scammers in the community that makes selling kind of difficult. And I know it's not really fair to all the honest sellers out there, But at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is, and it's just something we have to kind of work around because, using PayPal, friends and family like we do, is kind of a risk, and that's a risk you're going to have to be willing to accept. Now, that's kind of how you start building up an account and buying and selling. My recommendations for it. Make sure you follow me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care if you do or not. But if you are going to be making an account, though, then let me know if I've inspired you to make an account or something. I could help you out, give you some kind of shout out or something if you're going to be posting things for sale or just posting in general, some cool pics. I've done that for people in the past, people who are deserving of it. And now I do want to get into this whole scammer thing. And if you already are in this community, and if you're well known in this community especially, chances are you know of at least one scammer. And I feel like if you're in this community, there's one scammer in particular that every single person knows. And if you have been in this community already, I was about to cough there, sorry, then just comment a scammer, a very well-known scammer that you know of in the community. Give you a couple seconds to do that. Alright, now, first of all, the reason I ask you to do this is because it helps the people who are getting into the community get any scammers that I've missed, or that I will be missing personally in this video, because I'm just going to name a few of them. And also, it kind of lets me know, who the scammers are as well, that I don't know about. And it's just something kind of interesting to do, I think, to build up maybe almost a list or something of people who you can't trust. But either way, so a few scammers I know is, there was one dude, I think everyone knows now, Big Boy Bills. He's no longer that account anymore. He didn't delete his account. He's just gone with the price now or something. He deleted all his pictures, deleted his profile picture. Because what happened was he started to blow up in the community. I remember it. It wasn't that long ago. It was probably less than a month ago. He started to get pretty big. He did a big giveaway, and I don't know if he actually shipped out the stuff or not. Doubt it, but basically he started to get kind of big in the giveaway, okay? Or not in the giveaway. His giveaway started to get his account kind of big. And he became kind of well-known. But then he started botting to get followers, and things just went downhill from there. I mean, that was kind of dumb. I posted something about it, because I think it's kind of dumb when people actually work for their followers. He had like 35K or something like that. You don't just get that by, by posting like 5 different things and being in the community for a little bit. Like, people who've actually been in the community for a very long time are the ones that are deserving of it, and the ones that have actually worked hard in the community. Either way, that's why that kind of bothered me personally. But yeah, he was botting, and it got exposed pretty quickly by myself, and a few other individuals realized a little bit later as well. I think he wasn't the only one that did it. Another scammer did as well, who might be the same person for all I know. Either way, this dude basically he robbed the whole community. When he came in, he was pretty clever in the fact that he had his son go on and do live auctions for him. He was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this for my dad," and stuff like that. And it worked. People really genuinely thought, this dude's having his son go on video, showing his voice and everything. But it didn't matter because it's his son. It's not him. He did a little trick where he reveals enough to make you trust him, but not enough to make it so that if you stop trusting him, you can do anything about it. And this is what a lot of people in the community will do. And I'm telling you this story because I'm telling you how to try to tell you how to avoid the scammers in the community. But either way, yeah, he basically was doing that or whatever. Started making some big sales, and then he did this thing through Kyle's Coins, which was pretty dumb of Kyle to fall for. And that was, of course, where Big Boy said that he had some stuff to sell for Kyle. He asked Kyle to sell it for him. And then he probably screwed over several people doing this, but the big one they got was Flagstaff Pawn, who, do I have anything? Yeah, this is actually from Flagstaff right here, and I want to say this piece is from him as well, which, thank you to Flagstaff for both these pieces. This is not from him. I was thinking for a second, is it? No, it's not. At least I think, I don't remember. I know this is definitely from Flagstaff, and those Morgans I have, the graded ones are from him. Either way, yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, but when you piss him off, and that's it. I mean, you're going to get screwed because he's really well known in the community, really big, and Kyle, man, he was acting like a 5-year-old. He did not know what was going on. And let's just say, he was like, yeah, I think he'll ship it out, tomorrow, and you owe me a public apology if he does ship it out. He never shipped out anything. And then Kyle had to sell a bunch of his stuff, which he was not doing a very good job of, to try to repay Flagstaff and everyone else that he ended up scamming. There was a lot of drama. Point being, don't fall for dumb scams like that. They're easy to fall for, I understand, but they're stupid. At the end of the day, Big Boy had no successful sales. After a few sales, people realized this dude was fake, and you could have completely avoided it. He tried to sell me some silver bars. I almost fell for it. Almost did. I was this close, and almost got screwed. The screenshot is on my Instagram account too, of where he tried to sell me stuff, and I was like, that was close because I almost fell into it. He said he had all these bars for sale, and he didn't even send pictures of them. He just sent text, saying what he had. I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, dude, like, you don't even have pictures or anything. And I never even sent that. I never sent anything because I realized this dude's not legit. I was like, let me give it a little bit of time, and boom, he exploded. Thousands of dollars in the community were lost because of this dude, and it just shows you how quickly someone can come in and come back out, because now he's gone. I mean, that's it. He tried to build trust by doing giveaways, and it worked, and now probably thousands of dollars are missing in this guy's pocket. And people are really upset, though. I mean, people are literally trying to find his address. They're trying to, and someone I think has it, and they're going to press charges against him. I don't know. I don't really care because I wasn't scammed. Nothing I'm going to have to do about it. Don't really think it's going to come to fruition. But what I do know is that it was an important lesson to be learned, and that is this community is very easy to get scammed in, but it's also very easy to make a lot of money in. So it really depends on what type of buyer you are. But either way, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Did not mean to get on such a tangent about this whole thing. It was just something I thought was kind of interesting that you'd want to know about. Either way, whether you enjoyed that or not, I do hope that the information itself helped you out for trying to get into the community, or if you're already in it and trying to grow your personal account. And that is it for this one. Peace, love, and much respect.